Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Thank you all for joining. We're just going to get started. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Nitinamine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Dvaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. I'm going to recite this verse that we did yesterday as well from the Chaitanya Charitamrita to remind ourselves of the lofty goal of our spiritual life. What is that goal? To develop a genuine, deep, lasting taste for chanting of the holy names. This is from Chaitanya Charitamrita. Tunde Tandavinim Ratim Vitanute Tundavali Labdhaye Karna Kroda Kadambini Ghatayate Karnarvudebhya Spriham Chetah Prangana Sangini Vijayate Sarvendriyanam Kritim No jane janita kiyad bhiramritai Krishneti varnadvai. I do not know how much nectar the two syllables Krishna have produced. When the holy name of Krishna is chanted, it appears to dance within the mouth. We then desire many, many mouths. When that name enters the holes of the ears, we desire many millions of ears. And when the holy name dances in the courtyard of the heart, it conquers the activities of the mind, and therefore all the senses become subdued. Such a beautiful verse. So welcome everyone to the second session of the Japa transformation series. Hare Krishna. Obeisances to all of you. Today we'll explore the next gate, the gate of the mind and the intellect. So first, a quick recap of the gates. The four gates to successful japa. The first one we covered yesterday, the fundamentals: posture, pronunciation, sacred space, waking up early. The second we're going to cover today, the mind and intellect. How we should have a clear understanding of the identity of the holy name. And then also how to avoid the distractions of the mind and the intelligence when we're trying to chant and just hear. In the next week, we will cover the gate of the heart, emotions, opening our feelings before the Lord. We'll name this Raga, the awakening of loving inclination. And then the fourth one, the gate of mercy, where we wait for Krishna to reveal himself without demanding. These are sequential gates that we talked about. So recap of last week's the gate 1 session. Posture. Your body is the first thing that says to Krishna, I'm here. So sit up straight. Sit properly, sit comfortably. Not too stiff, not too casual. Pronunciation. You're telling Krishna, you matter enough for me to slow down and speak clearly and call out your name with clarity. We make an attempt to make a sacred space, a place where we're just going to do japa. Something different happens here, you tell yourself. And you tell yourself by keeping that space sacred. Wake up early. This is very important. This reinforces a positive inner climate. And of course, you get the full benefit of the sattvic nature of the Brahma Muhurta time frame, the early morning time frame. It's very, very much in the mode of goodness. It's what I call sattvic, the sattva gun. Now, coming to today's session. Our goal is to just hear. It's not really that hard. But a lot of times we tend to overthink the process. So let's dive in. Before we begin today, I want to start in a slightly unusual way. I'm going to show you a map. Take a moment and just look. Does anyone recognize the capital city of this country? Anybody know what country it is? What city it is? You can unmute yourself. Go ahead.
It's Kenya,
Yes, and what's the city?
Nairobi.
Yeah, I mean, it's not exactly in the right spot, but the capital of Kenya is, that's correct. This is Nairobi, Kenya. Thank you. Now here's the more important question. And I want you to really sit with it. Why does this city matter to us sitting here today talking about japa? At first glance, Nairobi does not look like a place connected to deep discussions on chanting, quality, sincerity, or advanced spiritual life. It's not Vrindavan, it's not Mayapur, it's not Navadvip. And yet, one of the most clarifying, grounding, and protective conversations about japa happened here in Nairobi. Not in a temple hall, not in a formal lecture, but on a morning walk. And that conversation is going to anchor not only today's session, but the entire spirit of this series. So this is a bus in Nairobi. You can see Brahmananda Swami there. And in the back is His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Such an amazing photograph. This conversation took place November 2nd, 1975 in Nairobi, Kenya. I want to say something very clearly at the outset. This series is not built on modern meditation techniques or productivity hacks or psychological tricks or spiritual optimization strategies. No. This series is built on Srila Prabhupada's mood. Not just his words, but how he redirects questions, how he protects devotees, how he refuses to let us harm ourselves with premature analysis. It's brilliant. So before we explain Gate 2, before we give any practical guidance, we're going to sit down at Srila Prabhupada's lotus feet and listen carefully how he responds to the most common anxieties every chanter has, every japa chanter. Listen carefully, not just to the words, but to the tone. And you can see the words on the screen here as well.
When chanting was 16 rounds, we are sure this round is sincere.
You should be sure.
How can I be sure?
There is beats.
Are you saying that when we chant our rounds, how can we be sure that when we chant the round, that the round is a perfect, attentive round, sincere?
No, therefore it is Shastra. You must. There is no question about this time.
The quality of the chanting, he's asking. How can we make the quality the best?
Quality, you will understand. First of all, come to the quality. Without having quality, how will you understand the quality? You follow the instruction that we are spiritual master of the Shastra. That is your duty. Quality, no quality, it is not your position to understand. When the quality comes, there is no force. You will have a taste for chanting. You will desire at that time, why 16 now? Why not 16,000 now? That is quality. That is quality. It is by force. You will not do it, therefore at least 16 now. But when you come to the quality, you will feel yourself, why 16? Why not 16,000? That is quality. Automatically. That's why Haridas Thakur was doing. You are not forced to do. Even Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he requested, now you are old enough, you can reduce. So he refused. No, up to the end of my life, I said, no. That is quality. Have you got such tendency that you will go on chanting and nothing to do? That is quality. Now you are forced to do. What is the question of quality? There is given a chance that so that one day you may come to the quality. Not that you have come to the quality. Quality is different. Asakti, attachment. Rupa Goswami says, but how shall I chant with one tongue? And I shall hear 2 years. It has been millions of tongues and trillions of years. Then I do enjoy it. This is quality. Quality is not so cheap. Maybe after many births. For the time being, go on following the rules and regulations.
So, very interesting conversation. I hope you could hear it. I will kind of just recap the key points. The devotee asks, when chanting our 16 rounds, we are not sure if the rounds are sincere. So this is an honest question. Many of us have asked it, maybe just silently in our hearts. Prabhupada said, you should be sure. And the devotee says, how can we be sure? He says, Prabhupada says, there is beads. Now, at first, when he says there is beads, they can sound abrupt, even dismissive. But it's neither. It's neither abrupt nor dismissive. It's surgical. He says, therefore it is Shastra. You must. There's no question of understanding. When the quality comes, there's no force. You will desire. Why 16? Why not 16,000? That is quality. Quality is not cheap. At the end he says, maybe after many births, for the time being you go on following the rules and regulations. This conversation is pivotal because Prabhupada, and this is what we should see how he is approaching, he completely refuses to play our favorite game. What is that game? How good is my chanting? Was that round sincere? Am I chanting with the right quality yet? He shifts the entire foundation of the discussion. It's very interesting. He shifted from a subjective self-evaluation to objective obedience. This is not minor, it's a major thing. When he says there is beads, what does that mean? It means you showed up. You're chanting. You honored your vow. You did what Guru and Shastra asked. That is the certainty that you are entitled to. Then he humbles us, gently but firmly. He's saying, you are not yet qualified to audit your own quality. You have no clue what quality is. Just don't talk about quality. When quality comes, you'll know. You're not even qualified to audit your quality. Real quality announces itself so loudly, you won't even need to ask. It's like asking, you're standing outside asking, has the sun risen? How do you know when the sun rises? It's like that. So it says quality when it comes. So he defines quality in a way that destroys all the shortcuts. He says quality means no force. Quality means a spontaneous greed. Why 16? Why not 16,000? This one definition protects us from several things. And this is something to note. We really should listen to Prabhupada's words very carefully. Every single thing that came out of Prabhupada's lotus mouth is so valuable and so deep. And there's such a message in it. This definition of Prabhupada's quality japa, it protects us from a few things. It protects us from perfectionism. Perfectionism can paralyze us. It also protects us from discouragement. It protects us from sentimentality and premature claims of advancement. It's actually pretty good. It's very good, if we can understand what he's doing. And this brings us directly to gate number 2. So gate number 2 is called mind and intellect, where we want to understand. But this does not mean intellectualizing our japa during our chanting. That's not what it means. It means removing confusions. This gate means understanding clearly what is this holy name I'm chanting and what is my actual job when I chant. And just as importantly, what is my actual, what is not my job? What should I not be doing? It's just as important as what I should be doing. And when this gate clears, the mind relaxes. And when the mind relaxes, the heart can work later. So that's the third gate. We'll talk about that next week. Right now we're going to focus on the second one. So, the mind and intellect. This is how we analyze things. This is how we make sense of the world. This is how we understand meanings. We understand philosophical constructs. It's important for us, for our mind and intellect, to understand philosophically the identity of the holy names. When you chant japa, Hare Krishna, the sound passes through your lips, your tongue, your throat, your lungs. It feels like I am producing this sound. And externally, that is true. But internally, spiritually, something very different is happening. Srila Prabhupada explains, the holy name is Krishna himself. You've heard this a million times. The name is not a product of flesh, blood, or breath, or vocal cords. Now it appears through your apparatus, but it is not of that apparatus. Think of sunlight shining through a window. The glass may be clean, may be dirty, but the light is never dirty. And the window, the glass of the window, is not the ultimate source of the light, is it? So we settle this clarity with our intellect. We make sure our intelligence fully grasps this concept. The name is pure. We may be pure or not pure, but the name is pure. It's not being produced by us. It's coming through us by the mercy of the Lord. Krishna is present when the name is vibrating. So I need to know that my job is not to manufacture purity. I can't. My job is to receive the holy name as it comes. Golokera premadana harinama sankirtana. This is what our intellect should grasp. That's the point of our mind and intelligence. Not that difficult. And it's not news for any of us, philosophically. Now we come to the questions that almost everyone asks at some point. Should I pray during Japa? Should I think about Krishna? Should I visualize his form? Should I reflect on meanings or pastimes? These questions usually come from sincerity, but they also come from an anxiety. The anxiety that maybe, just the chanting, vibration, and hearing is not enough. Maybe that's not enough. Maybe that's just part of it. I need to do something more. I need to bring more to the table. Maybe I'm not doing enough. Prabhupada answers this very clearly. He does not instruct us to add layers. He doesn't say chant plus imagine the form of Krishna. Chant plus analyze where you're at. Chant plus narrate the pastimes in your head. The instruction is very simple. What does he say? Chant and hear the sound. Just hear the sound. What is the difficulty? Why are you insisting on adding more layers? Did I ask you to do that? Did I stutter? Chant and hear the sound. It's pretty straightforward. Problem is we are not straightforward. We get in anxiety because we're not used to straightforward things. That's our problem. So, hear the sound. Let's see. These are the questions. Hear the sound. The mantra itself is the prayer. If you're hearing the sound, you're already thinking of Krishna. If Krishna wants to reveal his form, he will. Our job is not to force that revelation. Our job is to be present. That's what we practiced yesterday. Be present physically, sit straight and whatnot. Be present in our mind. By what? Focusing on the sound. Our job is what? Presence. This act of only hearing is not a beginner's compromise. This is obedience. This is obedience Prabhupada is referring to. This is the highest. Because we're respecting the reality that the holy name, the sound vibration is Krishna himself. We don't need to add more mental layers to this. We respect the form of the deity in the form of the holy name. So let us try to do this now, okay? How to enter this only hearing part easily. So let's do it. Let's see. First thing is you shrink the goal. Don't try to hear and listen to the whole round of 108 beats. Don't even try to hear all 16 words of the mantra as one unit. Shrink the unit. Shrink the goal. Focus on one mantra, but even within that mantra, one name at a time. Here. And that alone is enough. And second, here is a very practical tip that helps tremendously. This tip has been shared by other gurus, especially His Holiness Sachinandan Swami, from whom we learned this 4 gates structure and a lot of these japa techniques. And this is a very important tip that I like very much. It's like magic. What is this tip? So we're going to do this in our japa exercises just now. So for the next japa exercises, place special attention on the first word of the mantra, Hare. Not the whole mantra. Give a special weight, extra emphasis on that first Hare that marks the beginning of the mantra. Just the first Hare. Why? Because our mind needs an anchor. And the beginning of the mantra is the strongest anchor. When you clearly hear the first Hare, the rest of the mantra follows naturally. And it really brings the mind to focus on the sound. And if the mind wanders, you don't panic. You simply come back gently to the next Hare. See how that next louder Hare pulls your mind back. Simply come back to the next Hare. This makes returning to the sound very easy. Trust me, this was revolutionary for me. And I think if you try it in your life, you really try to focus only on the sound and chant in that pattern with the first Hare. Use that as a mechanism to really bring your mind back again and again. It's revolutionary. I mean, it's life-changing. This is called Japa transformation. We are transforming. We want to change completely the way we're doing Japa to much better. We want what's called a quantum leap. And this little thing here really helps. As long as we don't become lazy and slack off, this is an incredibly powerful and simple technique. No analysis, no struggle, just Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Again and again. This trains the mind to stay connected to the sound itself. Okay? Third point. Hear the mantra from the beginning to the end. Hear means without distraction or with the mind going anywhere. Full mantra. If you heard it like you focus on the sound, that is success. Success. Even if thoughts came, it's okay. You heard it. Like you heard it with your ears. You really try to focus. It's success. Fourth, do not fight your thoughts. Let them be. You let them come, but don't get trapped by them. Just gently return back to the sound by hooking on your mind to that first Hare of that next mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And you come back. Gently return to that sound. The gentle return, that is bhakti, that is devotion, that is surrender. What is pure devotion? It's a string of micro pure activities, that's all. Long string of very small, purely motivated, disciplined activities as pure devotion. The gentle return back is devotion. Fifth point, reset your focus at every bead. New bead, new mantra. Fresh start. No baggage from the previous mantra. This is how this idea of only hearing becomes very natural. Not by force, but by simplicity. We're simplifying actually. Not being more complicated. I'm not telling you what to think. I'm telling you don't think anything. So Prabhupada said, nothing to think. Hear. It's not by force, by simplicity. Super powerful simplicity. Super powerful, pure sound. For those of us who have been chanting many years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, sometimes decades, right? This gate 2 is especially important. The danger here is not laziness. That's not the problem, actually. The danger is over-refinement, over-complicating. The danger is constantly grading your chanting, trying to narrate your progress while you chant, asking if this is Vaidhi Marg or Raganuga Bhakti. Prabhupada's instruction cuts through all that. He says, stop examining, stop performing, just hear, just hear. This act of only hearing is not regression. It is humility. And humility is where the name works most freely. It works on us. Let the name do the work. We just respect its humility. We welcome it with our humility and absorb ourselves in the sound. Let the sound envelop our consciousness. This is really the point of this whole exercise. This is the core of the message right here. Just hear the holy name. We're going to do our exercises now, a practical exercise. So, for the next few minutes, let us practice. We'll do it for about 4 minutes. Okay? Remember yesterday's pointers. Sit up straight, please. Don't lean on the chair. Don't lean on anything. Don't be lying back. Sit up straight, comfortably. Let your spine be naturally curved. Your neck straight in line with this. Your shoulders back, open, not too stiff. Pronounce the words clearly. And we can start now. Remember to anchor on the first Hare. Just hear the sound. No extra prayers, no visualizations, no commentary. Just hear the sound. Close your eyes and hear the sound. Hear it, hear it, hear it. Only hear. And don't forget the powerful technique of the first Hare. Okay? If you find your mind wandering away from the sound, it's okay. Take a second to slow down. Bring your focus back on that first Hare and only the sound. Just hear. Okay, close your eyes. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Take a moment to savor the amazing mercy of the Lord. Krishna was just here, is fully present with all his potencies, smiling at us as we vibrated his name. And we just focused on hearing the sound vibration. What evaluation can you do with our teeny little brains? What visualizations can we bring with our meager, conditioned imaginations? Krishna is fully personally present in his full glory and power, in his sound vibration, and we are trying to add more to it. Namna makari bahuda nija sarva shaktis. All his shaktis are there in this name. What more can we add with our teeny mental wranglings? Put the mind aside. As the Prabhupada says, mind was nothing with mind. Here, it's an ear function. Let the sound envelop you completely. The sound is Krishna. This powerful technique of the first Hare, making it a little bit anchored, I find it amazing. It's time tested. You can try it as well. And if you find your mind is wandering away from the sound, just take a second to slow down, bring your focus back to the first Hare, only the sound, and just hear. What does Krishna say in Bhagavad Gita? He says, Yato nischalati manaschanchalam asthiram tatastato niyam yaitad atmanyeva vasham nayet. Nayat means you must do this. Do what? You must do what? From wherever the mind wanders due to its flickering and unsteady nature, one must certainly, vasham means bring it under control. Bring it under your control. Atmanyeva vasham. Atma means yourself. You bring it under control. Vash. Again and again. You see, in the Gita, the Lord acknowledges the challenge of the flickering mind. Arjuna says it's very hard like the wind. It's so hard to control. And Krishna doesn't say, no, what are you talking about? It's so easy. No, Krishna says, certainly it's very difficult. But it's possible through practice and through detachment. So detach yourself from the other distractions and practice. Get better at it. The mind is known to be our best friend and our worst enemy. A lot of the time we forget the best friend part. It's actually good at coming back if you practice with it. There's so much happiness found in the sweet presence of the name. And if you keep reminding our mind, it really becomes our best friend. Because mind enjoys it too. Krishna's name is sweet. It's nectarian. And the more we purify the mind, the more we practice with it, the more you'll get the best friend part, and the less you'll get the worst enemy part. So let us be a little bit more kind to the mind. Let's go back to the beginning of the mantra. Go back to basics. The old days in the 80s and 90s, used to be video rentals. Some young people may not know about that. You have to borrow video cassettes and then you have to return it. And it would say on the tape, it would say, Be kind, please rewind. So be kind to yourself and please rewind to the beginning of the mantra. Bring it back. Be kind to your mind. This is called gentle power. Gentle power. We need power. You don't want to be harsh. You don't want your mind to become your enemy again. But the name is so sweet. So, yes, if we get ahead of ourselves, we start doing really fast. We're learning bicycling and we get a little super confident and then the bike starts wobbling. What do? It's like learning to ride a bicycle. When the handlebars start to wobble, slow down. Go back to the basics, to the beginning. Sit up straight. Pronounce clearly. Take a breath. Only here. The first Hare is your anchor. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. And then the bike smooths out again and you keep riding your ride of your 16 rounds. Focus on the sound. It's not that hard. That's the point in today's exercise. It's not that hard. Just focus on the sound and nothing else. Just here. I want you to really think about this. It's very simple. It's very profound in its simplicity. But we don't take it because our minds have become so complicated. Come back to the simple basics. Sit up straight. Bring the respect. Recognize who is coming here, Krishna himself. Recognize when the sound is surrounding you, that's Krishna's full glory with you in your presence. And then just hear, absorb Krishna's glory through your ears. Let us chant for 2 more minutes together. Sit up straight, please. Anchor on the first Hare. Okay? It's very important. And just here. It's a couple more minutes, all right? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Just chant and hear. Feel the sound. That sound is Krishna. Nama Chintamani Krishnas Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha Purna Shuddho Nitya Mukto Bhinnatvan Nama Namino. So Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Lila. The holy name of Krishna is transcendently blissful. It bestows all spiritual benedictions, for it is Krishna himself, the reservoir of all pleasure. Krishna's name is complete, and it is the form of all transcendental mellows. It is not a material name under any condition, and it is no less powerful than Krishna himself. Since Krishna's name is not contaminated by the material qualities, there is no question of its being involved with Maya. Krishna's name is always liberated. Purna Shuddho Nitya Mukto. And spiritual. Abhinnatvan Nama Namino. It's never conditioned by the laws of material nature. This is because the name of Krishna and Krishna himself are identical. Abhinna. Abhinna means not different. They're identical. So we should have a deep understanding of this reality in our intellect. That Krishna is here personally. He is his name. We know this. We've heard this so many times. And we want to make sure we don't forget it. And that our entire approach to Japa is informed by this understanding. This is the work of the intelligence. Keep that at the back of your mind. That Krishna is his name. But when we're chanting, you don't worry about these thoughts. We don't worry anything. Yes, we are informed of this, and we know it well. But during chanting, we do what? We just hear. Just hear. That's it. Just focus on the sound. Focus on the sound vibration fully. Put aside other thoughts, other arguments, distractions, and just hear. My dear devotees, Japa is not hard. We make it hard by adding extra jobs. Krishna has given us the sound. Krishna has given us the ability to produce the sound. Krishna has given us ears. That is enough. That's enough. Completely. And that is all. So thank you very much for your kind attention and for your valuable time. Next session we will enter the next gate, gate number 3. We will engage the heart and the emotion and talk about how that's done. Thank you for your sincerity. Please carry this mood gently into your chanting during the rest of this week. Remember the first gate, say it properly, chant clearly, sacred space, and so on. Remember this, today's gate of the intellect to understand who Krishna is, what the holy name is, and to just hear. I was hoping that when we practiced together, that you would feel something different. I hope you did. If anybody would like to share or articulate what you felt, if you did, that would be nice. Maybe I'm leaving some time now to do that. Anybody want to share your thoughts on how that felt? Please go ahead and you can unmute yourself. I can raise your hand. I see Eddie raising a hand. Go ahead, Eddie.
During Radhastami, there was probably 80 of us in the temple chanting, and everybody is just like, so it's so distracting for me. I couldn't do it there, but I felt a comfort and a peace with it. And when we finished, I was like, I just kind of melted out with it.
Yes, you
So
can
chanting
savor
is
it.
one.
You can feel it. That's right. That's right.
Love it.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much.
Hare
Anyone
Krishna.
else? Hare Krishna. Yes, Sundari Radha, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna Gurudev, please accept my humble obeisances. All glory to Prabhupada. Yes, so actually this past few weeks I've been practicing just hearing, and it's a game changer for me because I feel like before that I was trying to think of the right thing to meditate on, and that would just send me into my mind, just going all over the place. And now it almost just saying, just listen,
It
just
should be
hear.
someone involved, not
Yes, thank you.
as
It
in.
just
Oops.
gives myself permission to just be.
Yeah.
And it just makes the japa so much more powerful.
It's amazing how that works, isn't it? Like when you just have to realize you don't have to meditate on anything. The sound itself is everything. Krishna is here personally. But you have to know it intellectually. Then you're at peace. Oh yeah, Krishna is here. Why do I need to work hard for it? He is doing the hard work. The name is doing the work. Yes. Jayanti Balaram Prabhu. Jayanti Kaka.
Hare
Please go
Krishna.
ahead. Hare Krishna.
Yeah.
Yes. One thing
May I get it?
I learned from today's session that usually I was thinking that we have to meditate on Krishna's name or form, but you clarify here today, we don't have to worry about that part. And that was very interesting because to me, yeah, we need to focus on the name and the sound only.
That's it.
And that was very critical for me to stay focused now, okay? Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much. Yes, Jayanti Kaka, that's a very good point. Like sometimes we think we have to carry extra things. And believe it or not, it's a big burden for our consciousness. Not easy to do. And we end up trying to do multitasking. It's very difficult. And that's why if you chant the wrong way, it's exhausting. It should be energizing if you do it right. You should feel energized at the end of it, not exhausted, because you're trying to pull so many trucks behind you with your bare hands. You don't realize it. It's a whole exercise. It's a whole, unnecessary burden. And you don't get anywhere. Thank you, Prabhu. Yes, Shameshwari Mataji. Oh, look at that. You got the diacritics and everything. Wonderful. Hare Krishna.
Trying to learn first, trying to learn fast.
Hare Krishna.
But Hare Krishna Gurudev, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is mind-blowing for me. I love what I heard today, also yesterday, but this is one step up. I realized that you're right. I was making my mind very complex, like trying to figure out what to focus on. And I knew I had to listen to the sound, but I was trying to also focus on something, just complicating my own head. Keep it simple is again the key takeaway.
Yeah.
I think it's so much easier as we were practicing the chanting of just hearing, and this focusing on the Hare, on the first Hare is like out of the world. I think it's really, it's bringing you back. It's helping you focus.
Yeah.
Then I think by the second, I was almost thinking I was losing the Hare. So I was trying to bring that up also. So maybe not to the first Hare level, but I was trying to bring the second Hare the second line Hare a little up as well.
Yes.
But this is just mind blowing. I'll tell you, it's like, I think Sundari Radha, I think she put it very well, saying it's the next level basically. And it's a game changer, right? So I felt that too.
These two things are game changers. These two things are game changers.
Yeah.
One, a reminder that we don't need to be meditating anything else. And two, that first Hare can really help us with the attempts to bring our mind back. And this, what I said, this whole class is based on what Prabhupada has taught and taken apart. Even there's another conversation Prabhupada talks about. He says, think, what is there to think? You just chant, you just hear. So that just here is Prabhupada's direct instruction when people asked about what should I think about, what should I meditate on. He said, just here. He said it many times. The problem is we're not listening to his lectures. We still think we have to multitask, Yes.
That is so true. And I think one thing which shook me from Prabhupada's notes was it's going to take lifetimes to improve your japa. I couldn't believe that.
Yeah, well, that wasn't even the message, though. You see, his point wasn't that it'll take you lifetimes. His point was that don't worry about the quality at this stage where you are. For you, maybe it could take lifetimes, who knows? But that's not the point you should be stuck on. You should come out of it. and focus on the hearing.
Yeah.
And then when the hearing, because it's so powerful, it could take you just 2 days to become super quality. I mean, it could flip a switch where at that point, that first song we sang, Tunde Tandav, where we need millions of years. That's all. It could take just 1 day or 1 minute to come to that point if we get Krishna's mercy. But that is the fourth gate. We're not there yet. We're still the second gate. All right, so just hang in there. We'll get to the fourth gate. We still have to go to the third gate next week, which is even more mind-blowing. I mean, you'd think you were there yet. We're not there. We're getting.
Thank you so much for guiding us. I appreciate this so much. Thank you, Gurudev.
Yes, thank you. Yes, Venu Mataji has very kindly found the quote from Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much. This is perfect. We should probably include this quote. Maybe we can include this quote in the next slideshow for next week's one as a reminder. I think it's very powerful. Yes, Sundari Radha Mataji, go ahead.
I just also wanted to add what would really, like you said, is a game changer by focusing on one word at a time. And it's almost like magic, and it's kind of funny because just yesterday when I was singing a bhajan, whenever I get to the high part, it's almost like I psyched myself out and I couldn't get there. And I said, just do one word at a time. And it was like magic. And I'm like, what? How is that? I don't even understand it, and it's such like a life lesson too, just in every part of your life. And they say how devotees don't just excel in spiritual life, but and all over. And by these practices, just focus on one thing at a time. You could, just it bleeds into your everyday life. So I just wanted to add that as well.
Thank you so much. Yes, it's true. This whole thing is quite mind-blowing. You do one name at a time. It's discreet. And the more attention you give, the more affection you get. Attention leads to affection. We want to develop affection. Kirtida Sundari Mataji, followed by Praneshwari Lakshmi Mataji, and then Gail. Go ahead, Kirtida Sundari Mataji.
Hare Krishna Gurudev, Dhamma Pranam. Gurudev, I've heard a lot of probably new devotees chanting with Srila Prabhupada. So they wear the headphones and then they hear Srila Prabhupada chanting and they chant. Is this a good practice, or how does that work?
I'm not sure if wearing headphones and hearing anything else is particularly helpful when you're also trying to hear yourself. See, the instruction of Prabhupada is you hear yourself chanting. Of course, in our temples, we turn on the tape so that it sets a pace and other people are chanting. And just as other people are chanting, we also were inspired by Prabhupada's chanting and his pace. So that's nothing wrong with that. But to wear headphones while you're also trying to hear your own voice, that doesn't seem to make much sense to me. Not sure how exactly that works, but I wouldn't encourage that practice, wearing headphones and hearing something else, because that seems to be counter to what we're trying to do. It's different where you have Prabhupada in one corner, the tape is playing, and maybe other devotees are chanting, just so it creates an atmosphere. I don't think that's the problem. But that doesn't stop you from hearing yourself. But if you wear headphones, that kind of stops you from hearing yourself. So I wouldn't go that route. Yes. Praneshwari Lakshmi Mataji, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, thank you so much. I have a question. So sometimes this hearing and chanting, that's something that I can understand. Sometimes what I find is that as I'm chanting and I'm listening to myself, my mind will go to the other person who's chanting nearby. Now, before I used to get a little bit not upset, but come back mind sort of thing. Now I'm just kind of letting it, not being so caught up in the fact that I'm hearing somebody else and telling my mind, that's okay, just come back and do that. So I'm just wondering, what is that? Is that just part of the process? Do we come to a point where we are just focused on our own? I'm assuming we shouldn't get caught up in the fact that we are wandering to other mantras in a sense.
Yeah, it's important for us to focus on our own.
Okay.
And so it seems to have you already naturally matured or evolved in that direction where you are focusing on your own. You kind of phase out what's going on in the background. It's part of, what we're doing here, this Japa transformation workshop, it's just 4 hours on Zoom, but the full version of this is 8 days and 6 hours a day, like what I'm teaching here. And one of the days we spent the full day just learning how to hear. And we have hearing exercises where then in the midst of distractive noises, can you still hear yourself? We do a whole exercise around that. So, because the world is distraction. Even here it's late night, but these trucks sometimes come on the road or whatever. It's always something. People live in New York, they know you have to learn to phase out the fire trucks that are constantly there. So, we evolve in that direction naturally. And our goal as we try to hear ourselves, we get better at it. That's why it says, you keep practicing. That's how you get to Carnegie Hall. Is practice, 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 right? So, yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, Gail Mataji followed by Ferdy. Go ahead, Gail Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Yeah, I really resonated with Eddie when he was talking about, the the kind of pandemonium experience in
Yes.
chanting. Yeah. But I was so sorry that I missed how he went from that to like the blissful experience. I missed that because, because since we often hear, right, that the most powerful thing is Sankirtan, chanting, among devotees. And Krishna even, I think, shows up more or something when it's like three of us or more, So I didn't know this is a problem because I really prefer to chant all by my lonesome. I feel like it's
Yeah, me too.
no distractions. When there are other people around, I'm paying attention to the other people.
No, it's true. It's true. It doesn't work for me either. Like if I'm chanting in the temple room, I prefer to be not too close to the pandemonium, because there are certain parts of the temple room where it's pandemonium. Now sometimes the whole temple room is just noisy, in which case then I wear my earplugs, which I keep handy with me. They're quite nice. Even when I'm alone, I wear earplugs sometimes.
Me too.
It brings the sound back into my ears really nicely without too much effort.
Yes,
It's like less effort to get the sound into my heart.
exactly.
So that's what I prefer. I think it's very effective. There is something to be said for Sankirtan. Of course, for the singing part, you want to do in a group. It's always nice. Even Japa you do in a group is not bad if you can handle it and if you can hear your own self. I think that's better. But the do it in the group is also okay. You get the vibes. You get the collective, energy. It's nice. It's auspicious. But if it's distracting you from hearing and it makes you all crazy, then better not do it, I think, So, yeah.
Wait, but I don't know if he can repeat, Eddie, how he
Yeah,
came to
Eddie, why don't you repeat your ecstasies?
My humble obeisances unto you, Gurudev. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and obeisances to all of my God siblings. I tend to forget that. I left and finished my rounds outside.
Outside, yes.
I don't know if that's being naughty or not. But, anyways, that's what I did, Gail.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, you gotta
Validation.
chant outside the box. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Gail Mataji. Brajeshwari Priya Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dhanvat Pranam. Wonderful session, Prabhuji. So I just had a comment, two comments actually. So one was, yesterday you taught us the technique about, bringing your mind back. And um, you said that every time you bring your mind back, it's actually an act of devotion. It really helped me, Prabhuji, this morning when I was utilizing that because, before that, it was always like, yeah, the mind is going to wander. What do I do? I mean, that's what it's supposed to do. That's what it is. And kind of, trying to bring it back. But this morning rather, I was consciously bringing it back and more like, like a pat on my back that thank you, you're doing this, you're bringing it back. It's an act of devotion, keep doing it. So I was able to be more focused by practicing that, thinking that it's an act of devotion in the sense of forgiving myself, forgiving my mind, that although it's going, that's okay, I'm bringing it back and staying centered. So thank you very much, Prabhuji, for that point. That was one comment, Prabhuji. Second was, like others have also shared this in the realizations here about chanting in the temple. So sometimes, like attending these japa sessions and realizing more how Krishna is present in his holy name and treating every syllable with respect, as I'm learning. Sometimes if I'm chanting and then somebody sits next to me and just starts rambling, then I'm like more focused on that person, that and more in a criticizing mode.
Yes.
My mind just goes there, like, okay, you don't even know what the holy name is, and here you're chanting like this. It's going in that spell. So now where is my humility?
Yes.
That's what I start thinking. I mean, I was supposed to be humble, and here I'm just in this criticism mode, and just mind is now gone, in that direction. So that's something that I face often. I mean, I'm not trying to go in that group. It's like somebody might just come next to me and start chanting loudly, disturbing me. So, so can you comment, Prabhuji? Thank you.
Yes, sure. I mean, yes, that's first of all, it's always good to recognize whenever we do something for the Lord, we really should give the Lord credit for being a person. We should see him that he's appreciating what we do. So when we bring our mind back 100 times with 100 acts of devotion, and he smiles and accepts them like offerings, I mean, I'll let you in on a secret. Every little thing we do that brings us toward Krishna pleases Krishna to no end. He gives us so much credit. We don't give him enough credit to be like, we don't think he's grateful enough, and that's our misfortune. We should recognize how grateful Krishna is for little things we do. And when we recognize his gratitude, we really appreciate him even more. We see his kindness for what it is. That's why even chanting or say our mind wandering, that's one thing. But even an act of restraint from restraining ourselves from doing something wrong, whatever it may be, is an act of devotion. Is a flower offering to the Lord that we can offer to his lotus feet. And he smiles at that. Wow, today you could have committed that sin, but you didn't. You have no idea how much more I love you. It's amazing, but we have to give Krishna credit for that. Now coming to, yes, our nature is to find fault with others because it makes ourselves feel better about ourselves. Oh yeah, at least I don't have that bad quality, the way he's chanting, I don't have that. So we try to make ourselves feel better by finding fault in others. So that's not a good thing. And it's good you recognize that it's not a good thing. It's good that we recognize our tendencies, which of our subtle tendencies are actually detrimental to our progress, to our humility, to our inner growth. And if you recognize that, then you can beg forgiveness in your heart, just like you criticize them in your heart. You can beg forgiveness from them in your heart. You make a whole drama there. You just do it in your heart, and then you just move on. And if they're very distractive, then you can keep some distance. And you don't have to criticize them. So yes. Thank you for that.
So just get up and go somewhere else and start chanting. Because I told that person once, can you chant a little slowly? You have to hear every word, and I give my spell then that you should be hearing every word. Then she was like, yes, Mataji, I'll do that. So
That's
then
nice. Yeah, it's nice she took it that way. If you have a relationship like that, it's nice to say. It's not bad. But if it's distracting you, then you can keep some distance. That's fine. You don't need to subject yourself to distractions or distractive environments. Yeah.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Eddie, Ferdy.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Gurudev. Humble obeisances to you and to my dear God siblings. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. So, Gurudev, I notice oftentimes when I'm around other people chanting that they chant in silence. And sometimes I do. It might be on Japa walk. It might be sitting in a car with other passengers. And is it possible? I mean, and I can still hear the chanting when I'm silently chanting in my mind. I hear it repeating. But is that possible? Are we supposed to chant out loud?
Yes. So yes, it's a good question. It's a question that comes up very often in this retreat, at least once in every session, every retreat. It's and there are many traditions in our different Vedic branches where you chant silently, where you kind of meditate on the mantra, but you don't produce the sound. In fact, the kind of meditation I used to do before I came to ISKCON was that sort of thing where I was given a mantra, but you don't say it out loud. You do it in your mind. So it is a valid system. It is not what is recommended to us by Prabhupada or the Acharyas. Our Acharyas and Srila Prabhupada also, and you see Prabhupada's example, you can hear him chant Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So we're supposed to make the sound. Sound vibration is very important. It has to come out of our mouth and go into our ears in a clear way. It's also calling out to the Lord. Of course, the Lord is in our heart. He can hear even if you don't make the sound. So the Lord will still hear. Chanting silently is valid. It's not wrong. In fact, Haridas Thakur, Haridas Thakur did 3 sets of 64 rounds. 3 sets of 64 rounds. If we tried it, it will take us 25 hours. At our regular pace. There's only 24 hours in a day. So I think the only day you could do it was when we adjust the time back in the fall when you have 25 hours. But my point is that, okay, one set of 64 rounds he did very loudly. Hare Krishna, until people, quite a few people, okay, he did 64 rounds like that. The next set he'll do very gently. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare. And then the final set of 64 he'll do in the mind, silently. You see, it's described like that. So he did a whole set silently, but he did all 3 flavors, So we're recommended to do the medium flavor, which is gentle sound, but enough that someone sitting next to you can hear. There's several logic behind it. It's a piece of logic. Prabhupada explains, Acharya explained that, around us there's other living entities. You don't see them. Little spiders sometimes, little bugs, or very tiny ones. They all benefit from the sound vibration. So we should do that as a favor to the entities who are near us. And also, the sound is it's powerful. It affects us much more deeply. So for us, we have to produce the sound. If a few mantras you said in whispered, no problem. If suppose sometimes your throat is hurting and you can't really produce the sound, you can whisper them. And if a few mantras you say silently, that's also okay. It still counts. It's not that it doesn't count. It's okay. But the standard is to do it the normal, soft voice. All right? Okay. Thank you for your question. Anyone else have any comments? We're a little bit over time. It's quite engaging. Yes, nice.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes, Narayan Prabhu, go ahead.
Yeah, so whenever we are chanting loudly, then we will be able to hear clearly this Mahamantra. At the same time, like we are able to pronounce like all the 16 words. We are not missing anything. If we will do it like inside, sometimes it's going very fast and like we are missing the one or two words. 16
Sure.
words.
Yeah, the missing part. I mean, we can miss words even when we're saying it. That's possible entirely. We may not even realize it. That can happen. But it's more likely to happen when you're doing it in your mind, like you said. That's true. So it's safer to produce the sound. Yes. Thank you very much. Okay, so today's homework. Chant every day with focus. Don't carry extra burdens and extra responsibilities trying to visualize or materialize or so many different things we try to do with our imagination. No need to do that. Put it all aside. Just keep one thing in mind, that Krishna is right here. That's the intellect. That's it. Krishna is here. And then you hear the sound. Hear the sound. Hang on that first Hare as an anchor. It's really very two simple messages in today's whole class. But I found these are very powerful, essential messages that will help you. Don't forget the messages from from yesterday's class. Sit properly. Do a little bit of stretching. See if that helps. It really does. Even do a little bit of squats and things. It's a few minutes, 2-3 minutes. Just keep the blood flowing. Then sit properly. It's amazing. And then you chant with this sort of like hearing only focus. You will do so much better. And then next week we'll take it next level. Where we say, okay, what about feelings? Prabhupada talked about chanting with feeling. What is that all about? We'll discuss that next week. Okay? For now, just do the first 2 gates with your full energy. Practice it. So when you come to the 3rd gate, the first 2 have become very natural to you. All right? So my obeisances to all of you once again for staying on. Thank you for joining. And we will see you next week on Monday. Monday here in US and Tuesday in Kenya. Hare Krishna. Take care. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.